Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about how memory works in Python, Java and JavaScript. You were taught that Python is beginner friendly, Java is verbose and JavaScript is chaotic. But none of your tutorial told you why they actually behave differently at runtime. It is not the syntax, it is not the semicolons. It is what happens in your RAM. In the 200 nanosecond after you declare a variable x equal to 5. That is what separates someone who writes code from someone who understands code. Today we are going under the hood.
Please watch the entire video to get answers to the questions. Why Python is slower than Java and JavaScript? Why Python occupies more memory than Java and JavaScript? It's about input and output statements, variables and data types, but today in this video, we are going deeper than the syntax. We're going to talk about memory. You can write a program either in Java or Python or JavaScript. It doesn't matter, every program you write to use these two memory regions, the stack and the heap, always, no exceptions. And here's the thing nobody tells you. The difference in how these three languages use the stack and heap. That single difference explains a huge chunk of why Python is slower than Java. It's not the syntax, it's not the semicolons, it's memory. So let's build up from scratch, starting with the basics. What is stack and what is heap? And
Let's see what is stack memory. Think of a stack memory like a pile of plates. You add a plate to the top of the pile. Like that, you are pushing data to the top of the stack memory. You remove plate from the top. Like that, you are popping data out of stack. The last plate added is the first one removed. Stack follows last in first out order. It is fast. It means when the CPU needs to store a local variable, like age equal to 25, it does exactly one thing, moves a pointer. The pointer goes down when value gets written in the stack, and the pointer goes up when the value is popped out of stack. It's not going to spend time to look for free memory to store data, so it is fast. The stack memory is always organized as it follows strict last in first out order. When you declare a variable like in age equal to 25, the compiler looked at that and figured out exactly how much memory it needs. And also it releases the memory at the end. So it is automatically managed. Heap is different. Stack is neat and organized structure. The heap is a large, flexible pool of memory where data of any size or type can be allocated dynamically at runtime. But that flexibility comes at a cost. On the stack, memory is managed automatically. On the heap, that doesn't happen. Memory has to be explicitly allocated and freed either manually by the developer or by a garbage collector running in the background. This is also where arrays and objects lives. Anything too large, too complex, or need to exist beyond a single functional call gets stored in heap. So in short, local variables goes to stack, dynamically sized array object data structure shared across multiple functions goes to heap. And because the heap has no strict order, the data can be scattered across memory. The CPU takes longer to locate and access it, making heap operations noticeably slower than the stack. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Java, Python, and JavaScript all use stack and heap, but they use them very differently, and that difference matters. Let's start with Java. In Java, there is a clear rule. Primitives go on the stack, objects go on the heap. If you take int age equal to 25, the integer value 25 is stored directly on the stack. 4 bytes, fixed size, known at compile time. CPU knows exactly where it lives and accessing it faster. But with string name equal to new string Alice works completely different. The new keyword is the signal. It tells Java to go out to the heap and allocate a block of memory large enough to hold that string object and store it there. So what goes on the stack? Just a reference. A 4 or 8 byte of heap memory address depending on JVM and the system architecture. So the stack holds the address of the heap where Alice is stored. For example, if Alice is stored in address 100, then that address 100 will get stored in the stack. So the stack holds the address, not the data. This is why primitives are faster. With the int age equal 25, CPU reaches into the stack and pulls the value directly. But with the string name, CPU first reads the reference from the stack, that is the address from the stack, and then has to follow that pointer out to the heap to find the actual object. So, two steps instead of one, which makes heap access slower. Now, Python. In Python, everything is object. Integers, floats, booleans, strings, functions, classes, modules, everything goes on the heap. So when you write age equal to 25 in Python, then 25 is not just a raw number on the stack. It is a full Python object sitting on the heap with the type attached to it, reference count, and then the actual value. So it is stored as a full Python object instead of a number 25. And your variable age is just a label, a name that points to the object on the heap. Compare that to Java when int age equal to 25 is literally just 4 bytes on the stack. In Python, the same number is full object with overhead. This is one of the biggest reasons Python uses more memory than Java for a simple data. You are not just storing the values like 25 Alice. Instead of you are storing the entire object with type, reference count, value every single time. Reason for why Python uses more memory. Heap allocation is a major reason, but the bigger multiplier is the per object overhead. Every object carries metadata, type pointer, reference count, along with its actual value. Python puts every variable on heap, even a simple integer value a equal to 5. Every object carries type pointer, reference count, value, making even a small objects far larger than their equivalents in statically typed languages. For example, Python take 28 bytes for an integer while Java takes only 4 bytes. Python has no static layout. Python can't predefine memory size at compile time. In Python, type identification, reference management, and object creation all happen at runtime. Why Python runs slower than Java and JavaScript? No JIT compiler, just-in-time compiler, dynamic dispatch on every operation. Global interpreter lock prevents true multi-threaded parallelism. Interpreter overhead on every bytecode instruction. Now JavaScript. JavaScript is actually the closest to Java here. Primitives, numbers, strings, booleans go on the stack. Objects and arrays go on the heap. Stack stores a reference that points to the object on the heap. In JavaScript, arrays are objects. Here is the overall summary of this video. Java and JavaScript. Primitives on the stack, objects on the heap. Array is an object in JavaScript. In Python, everything is object, everything on the heap, even the simple number integer 5. That design choice in Java, Python, treating everything as an object is powerful and flexible, but it comes at a cost, and that cost is memory and speed. In next video, we will see about garbage collections in Java, Python, and JavaScript. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe the channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.